let's talk about how to do a back bend. There's a few variations for how to do this, and I'm going to show you the version that I think looks the most elegant and is also the best to do regardless of your level of flexibility. So it's the way to do a back bend that will look good even if you're not super flexible. So your back bend position, one foot's in front of the other. Compared to somewhere you do a hip drop, your step is going to be a little further forward. You can have just the tips of the toes on the floor if you want. I usually hit the ball of the foot. And it's your choice if you want a knee bend or a straight leg. The knee bend will look like that. The straight leg looks like that. You might even slide it a little further forward. I'm quite liking how the straight leg looks at the moment. So that is your foot position. One other thing to think about with the foot position is that the extended leg is the side that's close to the audience. This is because the leg extension is a pretty shape, so you want to show that side. You want to show that leg, and it's a nice shape. With this position, you would normally show it from the side, just to really emphasize that lovely shape that your body is making. So going into this position, you might walk into it, you might be standing, and then step into it. And what you're going to do is you're going to really think about engaging your glutes and your core. There's a lot of muscular hold on this move. It's not just something where you flop over backwards. So to get into a back bend, squeeze your glutes to get your hips forward. You'll feel as soon as you engage them, your hips go forward. Engage your abs, and that's so that you can't just flop backwards in a way that stresses your lower back. Keep your core, keep your abs nice and tight. Don't let go of those glutes. And then think about the back bend going through your entire back. Opening up the chin, looking toward the ceiling, either straight up or a little bit to the side if that's comfortable. And when you come up as though you're doing a sit-up. So for the protection of your back, it's important to always keep that tension here throughout the whole move. And that's because if you just bend at the waist with no tension here, that's a lot of strain on your lower back. And also, if you just come up with no tension here, it's more strain on your lower back. So be nice to your lower back. One of the things that people don't automatically do is think about the arch extending through the whole back. Because most of us are most flexible here in the lower back, we will automatically probably try to drive the whole arch from here. And actually, you'll get a more safe and I think elegant arch if you think about opening up the ribs, bringing your shoulder blades together, opening up the space between the collarbones, opening up under your chin. Take that sense of arch back all the way through your back, not just your lower back. And coming up, let me just quickly show you the arms. The arms that I like to do for this move are just a snake arm or an arm wave. And my mental image for that is either just thinking about waves, or thinking about a snake arm that's closed, or imagining I have little puppet strings attached to the backs of my wrists, and one floats up, and the other floats up. One floats up, the other floats up. I've had one teacher who said, imagine you have a balloon tied to each wrist. One balloon floats up, and then the other balloon floats up. So I hope those are some helpful images for getting that lovely arm wave. If you feel like you want to get your shoulders involved as well, you can absolutely add a shoulder roll to this movement. It would look like this. Or you could leave just the arms. So that is your introduction to back bends. If you would like to increase your back bend depth, certainly developing thigh strength and core strength is helpful. For flexibility, yoga is very helpful for increasing your range of motion on a back bend. So yoga back bends, such as the camel pose, are a good way to extend your back bend into something a little bit more dramatic. But even at a low depth, it's a very lovely move. It doesn't have to be huge to look good.